Hi, I'm Reva with Quality Sewing and Vacuum, and I want to share with you this really awesome hoop from Pfaff. It is the 8x8 magnetic hoop. Now, this hoop is great for quilting. It's great for hard to hoop projects, so I'm going to show you a little bit of both. So let me give you a little bit of information about the hoop itself. It is a 200 by 200 or an 8x8. It goes onto your machine just like any hoop does, but it has this metal plate here instead of a lower hoop, and it actually has a velvet flocking to it, so it's going to be gentle on your projects and it won't give that metal hoop burn, which is kind of awesome. Then it comes with 8 magnets, and these magnets have kind of a rubberized or silicone type feel of the coating, and they just go onto your hoop wherever you might want them to go, and then they have a lip on them, so they're very easy to take off. So let's start by looking at a hard to hoop item. So you can see this lays really nice and flat, so it is not going to it's not cumbersome in any way, and it doesn't interfere with what you're hooping. So you're just going to take your piece of stabilizer, and that's too big really for that, but that's okay. And then if you have a hard to hoop item like a garment, like this guy is, let's do this way. This is one that obviously is already done, but as you can see, if you're working with a top or something that's already constructed, it's really difficult to get into a standard hoop because of, this has darts, it has a button placket, it has a sleeve. So all those things make it really difficult to get into a hoop. So this way, with the magnetic hoop, all we need to do is put our magnets down, smooth it out how you want it, and then you're able to do your embroidery. And this piece, just so you know, was embroidered in a couple of different sections, but this makes it really, really easy to get your project where you need it to go. And if you want to get more magnets, you can, but they do not suggest that you use an overabundance of magnets. And that's gonna hold it right in place. And with this, I would probably use a sticky stabilizer just so this was kind of tacked down into place. And I might even take this and put it over here to hold the stabilizer. Easy peasy, now you just throw it on the machine and it's ready to go. But let's take a look at how you would do this with a quilt, because quilt projects are really, really fun to do. You might have a quilt, maybe you have a table runner, who knows what you have. And I have this little quilt right here, and I have my top, my back, and the batting, all of the layers. And I also have the batting extended on this side, so that way I can hoop close to here. And on this side where I didn't have enough batting, I slipped in a piece of no-show mesh or power mesh and then basted it on, so now this is an additional piece so I can get my project in there. So now all you need to do is, I kind of feel for the hoop edges, and I'm going to pop my little hoop, my little block into place there, and then all you have to do is put on your magnets. And it's that easy. And these are really easy to get on and off. You don't have to have a power tool to loosen them up from the hoop itself, but then everything is held nice and secure, even with the top, the batting, and the backing. So I think you're gonna have lots of fun with this hoop. It's gonna allow you to do things more simply and do projects that maybe were a little bit more difficult to do to begin with. So I think you're gonna love it. So if you have a Pfaff, this is the 8x8 magnetic hoop for Pfaff, but they also have one for Viking that works exactly the same way.